Good evening. Welcome. I am so excited you're here. Tonight we have another fantastic webinar. Aaron Bradley saying hey. And
Hey.
man, this tonight is a very special webinar. And first of all, I think most of you who, if you've ever been to any of the webinars that I host or teach, you know that I'm only interested in working with certain kind of people, meaning people that are just good people that you can trust, that are fun to work with, but beyond that, people actually do what they teach and
Yeah.
talk about. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
not interested, in hearing lectures from people who theorize about. I want people who are actually doing it and successful at it. And I have for you tonight a special treat all the way from Los Angeles in his home studio, Aaron Bradley. Hey, Aaron.
Hello, hello, Bill. How are you? We meet again, right?
Man, I've been looking forward to this. Aaron is at the top of his game in the TV affiliate niche of voiceover, which that's what he'll be talking about tonight. And I'm not going to steal his thunder. I know he'll do further introduction and tell you all about it. But I just want to say that this mysterious area has been mysterious to me for many years. Tonight, the curtains will be pulled back. It will be unveiled. And Aaron, really looking forward to it. So welcome, and I'll turn it over to you now.
Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Bill, for the introduction. It's big shoes to fill now, right? So we want to talk a little bit about the TV affiliate area, and as Bill said, it is sort of a dark hole of voiceover, meaning there's not really a whole lot of talk about it. Everybody says, hey, or I hear TV affiliate, I see this radio imaging, I see TV affiliate, but we don't really know much about it. Number one, and we don't really know how to get into it. Number two, so we're going to go into a whole process. We're going to go into some really exciting stuff tonight, and we've been fortunate to have some assistance putting a really great presentation together. Fred and his son Kyle were helping me, and we a lot of hard work to put this together for you guys, and we hope that you enjoy it. So, building a TV affiliate promo business is sort of the topic of overall discussion here tonight. And the neat part is, as Bill's in his home studio and I'm in my home studio, we're doing it from home. So, what great way to earn money during a pandemic, and as Bill had said, it's a great way to get extra income coming in as well. So we're going to tell you everything that you need to know. We promise you that. You're not part of a get rich quick scheme. We promise you that. And that's just a disclaimer to kind of tell you that we can't guarantee a certain income, but this is the process. So listen up. This is definitely the process that's going to get you in to TV affiliate work. And the neat thing is, it's a process that allows you to get in the next day. So you can actually start this process as soon as you want to start implementing it to actually get into TV affiliate work. So again, welcome. Voiceover guys are all friends. Voiceover gals, we're all friends. Kind of cozy up, little fireside chat type of thing. Everybody has everybody's back. No competition in voiceover, right? We're all good friends, and it's good to have you guys here again. So be sure and stay to the end of the video. We've got some actual scripts. These are scripts that I read for a television station. In fact, it's WKRC in Cincinnati. I read the scripts for, and I was able to get them into this. So we're going to have three actual scripts that we're going to let you guys read and practice on coming up at the end of this webinar. So it's going to be kind of cool to actually see some scripts that are going on. So we want to say, who is the webinar for? Again, maybe you're already a voice actor. You've got a business going. You've got income coming in. Maybe you're doing some audiobooks. I know several folks have reached out to me since I did the interviews with Bill, and they've sent me these LinkedIn requests. And with the LinkedIn requests, they send a little information about themselves. And hey, Aaron, thanks for doing this. And quite a few of them have said, I'm an audiobook voice talent, and they're doing audiobooks, and they're doing all kinds of other things that are bringing in income in. So if you're doing voiceover, this is a great way to diversify. We always say, I know Bill says the kind of the spokes in the wheel. I always look at it as like a stock, portfolio. You have to diversify your stock portfolio, and you have to diversify your voiceover portfolio as well. And this is just one area that you can get started in. And the neat thing is we're going to tell you it provides consistent income. You get paid per month. So that's pretty different as opposed to audiobooks and all really other areas of voiceover work. That's why this is such a really unheard of, untalked about area, and we're going to get into all that. So if you're looking to expand, into the voiceover world, diversify, it's all a great way to do that. Maybe you're a broadcaster. I'm an ex-television news and weather broadcaster, worked in radio as well. Maybe you're a broadcaster. So I know a lot of broadcasters are out of work due to some cuts in the business right now, and certainly this is something that you can get started doing tomorrow to start generating income in television affiliate from home. So salespeople are great. Why? Because you're selling, you're talking, you're speaking. Teachers, the same thing. You're a presenter in front of your students. Excellent stuff. I know a couple of LinkedIn requests I saw were from lawyers, and certainly a lawyer would be great for this. I think you'll know your stuff pretty well. So retiring soon. I know a lot of folks that are getting a little closer to retirement. Maybe you're already retired. And if you're already retired, excellent opportunity to just start. You know, you don't have to work full time. You can do this part time until maybe you get a lot of TV stations. We'll tell you how to do that. Then it becomes a little bit more full time, but maybe you can control how many stations you get if you just want to work part time. So retired people, excellent opportunity for them. And if you're frustrated, I know a lot of the folks probably on the webinar, this might be the largest group, are frustrated with their current employment situation. You either don't like your boss, you don't like your job, you're just getting burnt out, and you know in your heart that you're a performer. You know in your heart that this is kind of what you want to do, and you're not doing it. So what does that do at the end of the day? It makes you feel unsatisfied. When you lay down and put your head on the pillow before bed, you kind of feel, unsatisfied, and that's not what we want. We want people to feel satisfied at the end of every day. So we're going to get into all the people that have questions at the end, and talk a little bit more about that. I'm a former top 10 market TV news and weather anchor. Did the television news and weather various markets throughout the country. My website is aaronvo.com. There's a demo on there where you can watch me giving the news and giving the weather, and in a suit, look a little different than that, and clean shaven too. That's this thing did not exist. So, but it's on the website aaronvo.com. You can see that I'm repped by one of the top agents in voiceover, CESD Talent Agency, one of the largest in the world actually for voiceover agents, and have become one of the premier TV affiliate voices that are used, voicing various stations. And you see them and you hear them, and if you live in any of those cities, you've heard my voice. You probably didn't even realize it. And we do have a sample of some of the work that I've done, just to give you an idea what it sounds like. And it's not to brag, but it shows you up close and personal what TV affiliate work looks like. And Fred Gleek is on this, and he's going to switch over and he's going to show you an actual TV affiliate voiceover. And check
You
this
got
out.
it. Here we are. So
Here
I'm
we
going
are.
to do that. And hopefully, I hope your face is not obstructing my screen, but let's try this. So let's
Okay.
give it a shot.
Should I hide?
Shout until we're red with anger, or complain until we're blue in the face. Sometimes politics divides us so passionately, we forget the colors that unite us all. Illinois politics, colorful, covered, Bob Chicago News.
He takes you beyond the spin. And don't be bothered by what I say. Bothered by what it means or not. That's the question.
Get after it in Washington and around the world. Cuomo Primetime, weeknights at 9 Eastern on CNN. They are where you are, with unique stories to offer that you won't hear about anywhere else. Digging deeper, getting answers. Fox 31 reporters. Lots of snow everywhere. Great. School's open? I don't know. Who knows? They know. First forecast mornings with McDonald's school closings. They know. You tune in. Now you know. Cool. Kids are through. You're less than thrilled. Sorry. Don't shoot the messenger. Blame the weather guys. McDonald's school closings. Only on first forecast mornings. Or log on to cbsdetroit.com. There. Now you know.
I can't hear you. Can you?
This is the sort of thing we have to deal with on a daily basis.
How far away is that, Martin? Yes, you do know. You were in the room with
Sky News. First in breaking.
Still on air, aren't you?
There
All
you
right.
have it.
There we
Coming
have
back
it.
to you here, Aaron. Hold on. There you go. Making you the presenter once again.
All right. Back in live session here. So we're back, and so
Can't
that
see
gives you an idea.
There we go. Perfect. Now we're good.
Okay. So that it gives you an idea, and that was a little longer than it needed to be. So I do apologize for that, but gives you an idea. I mean, they're different promos. Primarily, they're news oriented, and when we say TV affiliate work, it doesn't always have to be news. We're going to talk about that. But as you know, when you're an affiliate of a television station, and we're going to talk about that, an affiliate of a network, meaning you're the local TV station, you do a lot of news. That's just what happens these days. So a lot of TV affiliate work is news based, and thus that TV affiliate demo was a news TV affiliate demo. So you're voicing the news promos, and you kind of see that right in here. You're voicing the news promos, and these are used to promote the local TV station. So you always hear the coming up tonight at 11, and all that is a local news promo. And it's always interesting. We say that there's 200 markets in the country, and the largest, and these are based on population, right? So for those, a little trivia question, New York City, right? The biggest and most populated city in the United States of America. So we've got just that city is 8 million people. The metro of New York is about 21 million. So that's market number one. Then you have LA, then you have Chicago. They're all based on market size. We call them the DMAs, the designated market area, and they are regulated by Nielsen. And Nielsen sets up these 200 markets. And again, the biggest New York, some of the smaller markets are in Montana. And as you know, right, the three big network affiliates are ABC, CBS, NBC. They have affiliates in all 200 of those markets. And now we have Fox that's come on board in many of the markets, not some of the smaller so much, but in many of the markets, you have a Fox affiliate. So now, if you've got 4 network affiliates in 200 markets across the country, and then you do the math, right? You're multiplying 4 by 200. It's actually 211. You're talking a lot of stations. They're stations. They're TV stations, and every single one of those TV stations, no lie, needs voiceover talent because, right, tonight at 11, all those news promos need voiceover talent. So the bottom line, there's a lot of opportunity just by the mathematics of it. So there's over 1,500 TV stations. It's consistent income every month because you see that there at the bottom, you become a W-9 employee of the TV station. So that's basically, you're a performer on contract for the television station. You get paid every month. That's the difference, right? So a commercial is usually a one-time deal. Audiobooks are a one-time deal. The e-learning and infomercials even are a one-time deal. It's all usually one-time deals. Voices.com, right? One-time deals. This is, you're paid every month. So you get a recurring income from this, and you're under a contract with the TV station. It's a 1 year, by the way, a 1 year contract. And the neat thing is, I'm fascinated by home studios because I think it's the coolest thing in the world. I'm in a converted walk-in closet, and it's a big, big, big walk-in closet that's kind of been pimped out, and but it's a voiceover. It's a great voiceover space, and you don't need this grandiose studio to really do TV affiliate work, even though it sounds a little bit maybe more prestigious, and it's one step up and one step closer to network promos. You can get some really good TV affiliate work and send that to agents to try to get network promo work. It's a step up. So you might think, well, I need this expensive studio. You really don't. Quiet space is the most important thing, and if you've got a walk-in closet, that's great. I have several friends that work out of, in fact, several top talent in the industry in LA that work out of converted garages. I have a friend that he pimped a shed out, and I never heard of it, but it's the perfect size. He ordered it at Home Depot, and he made a phenomenal studio in a shed. So you can do all kinds of stuff. An expensive mic is really not needed. Expensive studio is not needed. So this is an example of a studio that was put together just with some blankets. This is actually, as you can see, it's a comforter for a bed. Has little roses on there. This is probably a lady's comforter. It looks nice, I guess, but they didn't want to use it, so she gave it to him for the voiceover studio. But it looks good, and it's very effective, right? That's all you really need. Great space equals great audio. Quiet space. Just setting this up, right? And this is not something we're selling you. This is something I'm telling you personally. Setting it up about $900. You can go way higher than that if you want to get more expensive microphones. But to get started in TV affiliate work, you can buy the equipment for $900. Now, some people start thinking, $900. So reality is, this is a business, right? This is a business, and this is a startup cost, no lie, startup cost for a business. I know of no businesses where you can start at such a small number. Again, $900 to get started in a business. You have to think of this as a business, is really not much for equipment. And this is the equipment that I personally recommend. Now, everybody kind of knows there's something out there that's really hot called the Apollo. Bill has the Apollo, I have the Apollo. Bill and I both use actually the same presets and things we were talking about it. We have a couple of plugins on our Apollo. What is the Apollo? It's an audio interface that costs $1,000. This is the hottest. And by the way, this is out of stock on Amazon so much, they can't keep it in stock enough. It's in stock now. I have one as a backup to my Apollo. So if my Apollo was to die during the webinar, I could quickly plug this in. It's USB. I could plug
I
it
do
into
too.
exactly.
I get two
We
of them.
have to. So, well, it's funny because for $120, it's just worth keeping. Even if you have one and you're not using it, what are you going to do? Sell it and get $120? I mean, it's worth keeping it as a great backup. But you can get this, and they're out of stock. A Guitar Center had them, and they are fast moving items. But for $120, that's your audio interface. Again, microphone plugs in there, headphones plug in there. These are some higher quality headphones. You can get $45 headphones if you want. These are very good ones, and these are a dynamic studio headphones. So they're not something that a guy is listening to music on in the gym. They're they're real deal studio headphones, and they do allow for better monitoring of your playback. So these are just some recommendations that I have. I would say though, if you don't have the Focusrite, get one. One of the best investments you can buy for $120. There are some really cool microphones out there. There's a popular YouTube channel. Some of you may know it, Booth Junkie. I know Bill knows Booth Junkie, and Booth Junkie knows Bill, and it's a big YouTube thing. But he's done comparison, and the comparison is of different shotgun microphones. So when we're doing anything promos, these are promos. TV affiliate is a promo. When you're doing promos, you want to do shotguns. The reason is you're talking a little louder. You're not being intimate. Some of the reads are a little bit intimate, like you heard in that demo, but primarily you're talking louder. It's a little bit more authoritative. So when you're doing a little bit more louder, authoritative, maybe you're doing entertainment promos for the TV station, tonight at 11, Seinfeld, tonight at 11, it's a forcing of the voice. So I always say it's interesting, shotgun microphone compared to, say, condenser. Most microphones look like a fist, which means you're picking up noise from all sort of 360 degrees of that microphone. That's not what you want when you're doing direct talking into, sort of a promo sound where it's just direct, direct, direct. Shotgun microphones, the tip of the shotgun microphone is about the size of a dime. So what does that mean? You're picking up less background noise. I know people that sit in open rooms, and I was going to put a photo of my mobile studio, which is just built with pillows and a hotel room and an iPad Pro. I have an iPad Pro with Twisted Wave and the Sennheiser 416 shotgun microphone. And because the tip of that microphone is so small, the size of a dime, I'm picking up very little background noise. So you want to get a shotgun microphone in order to do TV affiliate promo work. Sennheiser 416 is the gold standard in voiceover. $1,000 is a lot. Remember, we said 900, so you can get that 360. This guy, Booth Junkie, long story short, he did a comparison. You can Google it between the two microphones. And this company, Dedi, came out with the S Mic 2, and it's sold on Amazon. And all the reviews, and he was one of the reviewers for the manufacturer, basically they're identical. There's not much difference between the Sennheiser and the Dedi. So you can go ahead and if you're really interested in doing it, get the Dedi, and you may just need to never upgrade. That's a great mic to have for forever. You can call it a forever microphone for $369. You obviously need a computer, which your audio interface, remember I said the Focusrite plugs right in to a MacBook. It's a USB port. I've got an iMac Pro, and I've got a MacBook Pro. Use the MacBook a little bit more in the studio, in the booth, and then can do some editing on the iMac. But it's a USB port, so you just need a USB computer. Everything is becoming Mac-based, so recommend the Mac. I don't recommend Windows, but Apollo has a USB Apollo, so that means you can use it on Windows. Apollo has a Thunderbolt, which means you can use it on Mac. and the Focusrite is USB, so you can use it on Mac and Windows. So either do work, either one will work, but I recommend that you get a Mac. It's a more solid workhorse for your voiceover business. Doesn't need as many updates as well. You're not constantly running updates. So the DAWs, Twisted Wave is free. I think it's $200 a year. You can even get it cheaper. In fact, I know when I got Twisted Wave, I think I paid $99 to buy it. Top movie trailer voiceover guys are using Twisted Wave. No lie. Top trailer voices are using it. Phenomenal program. Audacity is free. I still have Audacity, and it's a great little program. You can use Audacity. I would recommend Twisted Wave. It's a lot easier to operate with for $99. Again, I'm working out of a converted walk-in closet. I've got the Apollo. I've got some overhead monitors. I've got the iMac Pro in the actual room. And I bought something called Quiet Rock Sheetrock and did a full soundproofing of my studio with sheetrock. It's quietrock.com, and they sell sheetrock that you can cut and hang on walls, and it works. It keeps you soundproof, trust me. And then of course the foam for the reflectivity, so you don't have any echo, works really good.
Aaron, if
Uh-huh.
somebody if you wanted to do some waterboarding in there, no problem, right?
That's another story, right? So you're right. It becomes the voiceover dungeon at that point. But no, it works real good. And Lowe's and Home Depot stock Quiet Rock in case anybody ever is interested. If you probably have to own your place if you're renting in an apartment, probably not something you're able to do. But great option for in fact the friend of mine that has the shed, he did Quiet Rock, sheetrock all inside the shed. And the friend of mine that does it in a converted garage, he sheetrocked the garage with this Quiet Rock, and I mean soundproof. It's just amazing, and it's they're 8 feet sheets for $62. So, and it's in stock at Lowe's and Home Depot in the lumber section. So right where they sell sheetrock. Hey, we want to talk about the big myths in TV affiliate work. We get, it's interesting when I did the interview with Bill. Again, I had a lot of people. I guess they Googled me, they found my website, they started reaching out with questions, and they said, do we need to have that big announcer voice? Is it male dominated? I had several women reach out, and the answer is you don't need that big voice anymore. It's still male dominated, but we're hearing more and more real voices that are wanted. All ages, nationalities, ethnicities, genders. It's becoming a representation of America, and it's diverse. That's why we live in the greatest country in the world. We're the most diverse country, and voiceover, especially for TV affiliate, is certainly some of the most diverse voices in the business are working in TV affiliates. So it's not pigeonholed. You're not pigeonholed as that booming white male voice. It has a lot of opportunities. So the three things that you'll need to succeed in this business, and this is just great advice, right? In general, Kyle, who's actually Fred's son, who was helping put this together, did a phenomenal job. We were working side by side and doing this virtually. He asked me one night, he said, what do you think the three things that somebody really needs to have to succeed in TV affiliate work are? And I said, you need time, because you can't rush it. So if you got started tomorrow, what are you going to need? You're going to need time. You're going to need time for this to nurture. You're going to need time to reach out to TV stations, et cetera. You need the tenacity to do it. It gets discouraging if you're not getting bites. Maybe you think you should be signed, right away and have a contract right away. Not going to happen. It takes tenacity. And those are the people that really succeed, not just in voiceover, not just in TV affiliate voiceover, but in life in general. You need the tenacity. And then, of course, you need the talent. And that's one of the things that we help nurture in this program that we're going to talk about. But we also, really Bill provides so many free YouTube videos that talk about developing your talent. It's so crucial that you warm up. If you're going to do a voiceover, warm up, hydrate, develop your talent. Get a coach sometimes. Practice. You can practice reads at home. Take your iPhone and record yourself so you can see what you look like and hear what you look like as you practice, and then play it back. Great ways to do that. We want to proudly introduce this TV Affiliate Bootcamp, and this is what we've been working on. And this came out of questions that I had for so long. People were emailing me before I did the interview with Bill, just about once a week, twice a week. How do I get into TV affiliate? How do I get into TV affiliate? And I was answering. I never ignored one person. I answered every single person back, but it became redundant. And and I said to Bill, I said, well, let's put this thing together. We can sort it out. And Bill is a former college professor and worked in e-learning, and what great guy to partner with to put this together to really make this thing stand out and make it effective. So we call it the TV Affiliate Bootcamp. And what it does is it lets you in 9 steps. You'll see that there's 9 little squares there. And each one of those is an actual step that you're going to take to get started to help build a 6-figure TV affiliate promo business from home. And we'll go into this a little bit. This, again, we have only a certain amount of time tonight, and we'll go into this further later on. But the secrets of a television station are: who's going to hire you at the TV station? That's more important than anything. And that's sort of the foundation that you're going to need to lay to get started in this tomorrow. So if you want to screenshot this, if you want to take a picture of this, or if you want to reference it later on, you'll be able to play back and reference this. But TV station secrets are: who's going to hire you in the television station, the recording space. We went over that you need to really sound good when you start going after this work. Make sure. We don't want weed whackers. We don't want a weed whacker going off. If a plane goes by, it's interesting. I used to get so worried, and I was telling Kyle, who helped put this presentation together. I said, I used to get so worried when a plane would fly over, because it was like, oh, does that make me unprofessional? And if a plane flies over, you can wait, because you're probably not going to block a jet out, but you need that quiet recording space. It's so crucial. And the best equipment, we went over that: the shotgun microphones, the Focusrite 2i2. To really get the perfect demo, you really need to master your message. What does that mean? It means improving your technique, learning how to actually read TV affiliate promos. You've got to know how to read it. You've got to know how to present it. You've got to know how to be a voice actor. And that's really the fundamental for putting a good TV affiliate demo together. So when you have that demo, we call it the perfect demo, and there is a perfect demo for TV affiliate work, and that's the goal, for you to have the perfect demo. When you have that, there is a master database, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in a few moments below. A master database, what that means is, this is a secret database, and not many people know about it. I know about it because I worked in the business, and it's a database from the Nielsen Corporation. Not copywritten. It's totally available. We have that database. That database has every single phone number and email address, more importantly, email address, of every hiring manager at every single 1,500 plus television stations in the United States of America, including Puerto Rico. So it's the database. It is the database, and we're going to show you how to work the database in order to contact these TV stations with what? With your perfect demo. That's how you get hired. So it kind of makes a little bit more sense now. It's a little bit clearer. That's going to allow you to sell yourself to TV stations and to get a contract with a television station as a TV affiliate voice. So we talked about the secrets: a general manager and a CSD, a creative services director. These are the people within the television station that are generally doing the hiring. There are other people as well involved, but we're going to show you how to reach out and target these specific people in the television station. They are the important people for you to get hired. And the recording space, again, just to sort of recap, you've got to make sure you can do your tests on this. There's got to be no echo. You get one chance to make a first impression in voiceover. You get one chance, and if there's echo, I hear a lot of people that have echo because they don't have enough foam. It's not insulated enough. The reflectivity is too high. There's lots of people out there. George Whittam is one, a great guy. I've worked with him, and lots of people that will do tests on your studio for a minimal fee. They'll run studio tests on you. It's like a mic check, but it's a studio check. And I think some people are doing it for under $150, I think. So don't quote me on the price, but it's around there. And they do a studio check, so it's worth investing. They are engineers, they're audio engineers that can confirm that you have good recording space from home.
And by the way, Aaron, I might interrupt to say Alex Deweese, Bill's son, can do that as well.
That's right. He's an audio engineer. I forgot I forgot about that. So yeah, and reach out to Bill if you want to get him involved in this, because you need another pair of ears. Don't assume it's good unless somebody else has checked it out and given you sort of the gold star, if you will, the seal of approval um, from somebody that's in audio engineering. It's important because again, one chance to make a first impression. Recording equipment, we went into, again, the shotgun microphone is going to be sort of the standard for TV affiliate work. You've got to have that microphone. Um, if you don't have it, you'll be able to tell. And you'll be able to tell because one, you're going to have a little bit more hiss depending on the condenser mic, and you're also going to have sort of a more wide sound, not that direct sound, which is what a shotgun microphone provides. So you want that proper recording equipment. I would do Focusrite 2i2. I would do Twisted Wave. I would do that Dedi shotgun microphone. You're in it. If you do those things with your MacBook, you're in it. Without the MacBook, you're in it for $900. Obviously, the MacBook is not part of that cost. You can get them for $1,300 now on some of them. So mastering the message, we talked about how you're going to really sell yourself, what it looks like in 2021 in the TV affiliate industries. Remember, these are affiliates of the networks, the local TV stations. How does the industry look? What's the state of the industry? What's booking at TV stations? Again, we talked a little bit about it's sort of a real read. It's a less authoritative, maybe less boomy voice, I should say. It's also various reads. I may have a deeper voice. Some folks out there don't. That's great, because if everybody sounded like me, there would be no need for any diversifying in the TV affiliate world. And there's different promos there at different types of day. Again, if you're introducing a show, maybe you're saying, coming up, Seinfeld tonight at 11. It's a different voice. That's not the big booming voice. So it's all different types to master that message. And we're going to find out what you shouldn't put on your television affiliate demo. Because remember, sort of the state of the industry, what people are listening for, you can make big mistakes if you try to put together a TV affiliate demo with the wrong content on it. It can do you more harm than it can do you good, because again, you get one chance to make a first impression. So they're going to remember that. You don't want to send out something bad and then resend and resend. Not the way to do it. Improve technique. Remember, we talked about sort of getting, we call it demo ready. In the voiceover industry, a lot of the demo producers will say, are you demo ready? Contact me when you're demo ready. And that's improving your technique to get demo ready. You might think, well, I'm demo ready. I've done audiobooks and I've done commercials. And, it doesn't mean you're demo ready for a TV affiliate demo, because it's a different facet of voiceover. It's a different area of voiceover. So the best industry techniques, we're going to go over that in this program to sort of show you how you can improve your performance skills. It's extremely important, no matter what you guys do, it's extremely important to get some sort of a coach to get demo ready before you spend money on a demo, because then the demo was just a waste of money. Hire a coach, or this program provides you coaching, but you've got to get demo ready. I can't stress that enough. I have friends that put demos together that were just not well worth their investment, and they ended up basically trashing the demo, and they already paid the money for the demo, and these things are not cheap. So you've got to be demo ready. This is a step 6 that we go into in this program, and that's one of the biggest things that we want to provide. And Bill, as you know, is a demo producer. He's produced countless amounts of demos and does a phenomenal job. I've heard them, and Bill's done it for many years. He's actually been doing this, been producing demos for many years successfully, and they're working. So again, when I teamed up with Bill, one of the areas that we talked about when Bill and I were kind of teaming up is, how do you get that pro affiliate demo? And Bill goes, well, what's booking in TV stations, how to do it, the technique, right? The technique, all that. So that's sort of my end of it. Bill knows all the production. He knows the music. He knows what to go, as far as different orders, sequential order. That's all stuff that's covered between he and I. And we teamed up to do this. It's a really exclusive opportunity that we're going to talk about, because you get Bill and you get me to put that TV affiliate demo together. And then as a sneak peek, you're going to get that master database. That's the database of every TV station in the United States of America. We're going to talk about that in one of the next steps. So the master database, right? So you have the understanding of the TV affiliate world. You've gotten some coaching from me. You've gone through and perfected your reads. You have the perfect TV affiliate demo. Remember, it's a process. You're laying the foundation for success. It's a process. You can't rush it. So now we've taken all those steps. Now we have this database. We have the database because your demo's ready, your mind is ready, you're pumped and you're ready to do this. Boot camp, right? We call it the boot camp. You're pumped and you're ready to do this. So the master database is really what's crucial to getting the contact and decision makers that you need to reach. These are the people that are going to hire you, and the database allows you to reach them. The database is put together by a private company. They're an information technology and database company. They sell all kinds of stuff, but they've compiled the databases, the master databases of every radio station and every television station in the country. They guarantee the database. It's a phenomenal tool. It is really the only tool that I know of. And this is, by the way, this is how I built my TV affiliate business. Doing exactly this. That's how I know how to do this. I did it myself with the database. And then when I went to an agent, when I went to CSD, at least I had something in the portfolio to show them. Agents don't want to rep, and we'll talk about that. They don't want to rep people that don't have any clients. And it's kind of sad because, when you get into this, you might think, well, the agent's job is to get you the clients, but it's so competitive these days. They get so many talent coming at them every single day trying to get signed. So of course they can be picky. They say, well, if you come to me with nothing, then, sorry. If you go to an agent with actual TV stations that you have a contract with, you're golden. You're absolutely golden. And, this is the program that allows you to do that. So selling yourself to the TV stations to get the contract, what should you write in this email that you're going to put together and you're going to send to the TV stations? What do you actually write in it? You got to be careful. You don't want to give them too much information. You don't want to do information overload. That's sort of one of the biggest mistakes that I see. You're putting, where everything about you in an email, and I did this and I did that, and they don't really want that. They want something shorter and concise. We're going to talk about that. What is the first, second, and third step that you need to get started today to start targeting TV stations? And what do you write when you target them? Do you even call? Some people, that's a gray area as well. We'll talk about that in this program as well, just to give you really the steps, the actual steps, the baby steps now to get started with this. So the final step, and this is when you really can celebrate, you go out to dinner, you can take a little mini vacation. This is the contract that you now have with a television station, and it is a contract. It's a legal contract, and you can obviously have the chance to review the contract, the do's and don'ts in the contract. The TV station usually has the contract, and they provide you with the contract. And we will show you some of the sample contracts. And Voice Talent also have TV affiliate contracts that they provide as well. We'll show you what a sample contract looks like. And most importantly, and we talked about this on an interview, Bill, that we did just a few days ago, what are the going rates for TV affiliate work? And I provided the answers in the interview just to sort of tell you a large market station. So that's, remember, bigger city, large market, is paying up to $3,500 a month for a TV affiliate voice, recurring, right? If you had three of those, do the math. Smaller market stations are paying anywhere from $1,200 to $700 a month, some paying a little bit more. Medium markets, so those are medium-sized cities, paying right around $1,500 up to say $2,200, and that's per month. So you do the math. This adds up, and this can become very lucrative very quickly. So before we open it up to some of the Q&As, we wanted to sort of do some of the reads, and this is something I'm going to get Fred involved with. But it's interesting. These are real reads. So if you were to get signed by a station, this is something you would be reading. A fresh
Okay.
start.
And we got someone to read first. Nick was the first one to stick his neck out there. So Nick, Mr. Steen, hold on. I will bring you on. 1 second. It takes a
He's a
while. We
brave,
got a lot of people in here.
he's a
Hold
brave
on.
guy. He's a brave
He is,
guy. Thank you, Nick.
you'll be kind to him, though, I know.
I will. I have to
Man,
be.
there's a lot of people on this event. So give me a second here. I'm going to find you, Nick.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
second.
No worries.
So,
No worries.
there he is. Okay, Nick, you're unmuted now. Go ahead, please.
Nick,
You are
Nick.
now unmuted. Nick, got to give you to count of three. Count. There
Oh,
you are.
sorry, I had to hit the unmute button. Thank you for having me.
No problem, Nick. Go ahead.
All right, what can I do? You want me just to go ahead and do a first read?
Yeah, yeah, just give it a shot. These are, so it just, and it shows, and we appreciate you doing this, Nick, because it shows, everybody that's on the webinar what an actual read looks like. And this is a weather promo read. And then it gives everybody sort of an idea to hear different people's styles. And there's no right or wrong, but try and give it a shot and see what you come up with.
A fresh start to every morning. Tara Blake's fresh air forecast prepares you for the day.
Perfect read, man. I like it. You did a great job. So a woman could do that. If we have a, do we have a female on that's willing to do it?
Boy, Nick,
Maybe.
yeah, that was your one shot.
Okay,
Oh, I
maybe not.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you weren't for longer, we'd have to coach you, Nick. So good job.
Nick, you did a great job. Yeah, no, you did a great job. And thank you for being, sort of a representative to show everybody what it takes and at least give a sample. So if we have
Okay.
anybody else, maybe a female.
I've got someone we know well, Bill. We're bringing up Adrian Flores.
Woo! Give it a
Adrian,
shot,
you're
Adrian.
unmuted. Go ahead.
So yeah, we can give you a countdown if you want. And again, thank you for agreeing to do this. This is again just a weather promo for a TV
Wait.
station.
There she is.
And
Here she is. She's on.
give it a shot. Yeah. Should we do a
What's
3?
up? How are you?
It's great.
Well, I'm not a weather person, but I will take a stab at it.
All right. All right.
A fresh start to every morning. Tara Blake's fresh air forecast prepared for you today.
Yeah. So, and again, it's a different style. So, they just want concise. They want friendly. This is a weather promo. So remember, weather people, as I know, are supposed to be friendlier. News people more authoritative, weather people friendlier. So, good job, and thank you guys for both agreeing to do that. And do you want to do one more, or
Yeah,
should we?
let's do one or two more
Let's do
here.
it. Okay. So this is a COVID promo. These are real promos, by the way. These are ones that I read, and therefore Local 12 News, which is actually the CBS affiliate in Cincinnati, Ohio. And these are real promos that they send out to me, and they have another voice actor they work with. So this is a COVID promo, conversational, but it's sort of, hey, this is important information. So, COVID's impact on women, the business, the family crisis. So see what you can do with it.
Okay, hold on. I've got Chris Boozell. Chris, you're next up on The Price is Right. Chris, you're unmuted. Go ahead. Chris?
Chris, are you there, buddy?
He'll be there shortly. There he is. We see you, Chris. I see your mic on, but there's a mic issue of some sort.
Uh-oh.
Chris, are you there? Nope, still not. So
All
what I'm
right.
going to do, I'm going to mute Chris. Sorry about that, Chris. Get your mics ready. How about Heather Foster? Hold on, Heather, 1 second. I'm going to find you. A lot of people. I'm got it right there. Heather, you are ready right now. You're unmuted. Go ahead, Heather.
Oh, here I am. And
Hey.
I'm on my crappy laptop mic, so I'm sorry about that.
No worries. Yeah, thanks for being brave, and thanks for being brave
I
and
can't
willing to
find
do
my
it.
spectacles, so I'm going to give this a shot here.
Okay.
All right. COVID's adverse impact on women, business and family crisis, the economic consequences, a special investigation. Thursday at 11 on Local 12. Tonight at 11 on Local 12.
Excellent. You did. That's a great read, and it's very, concise. It's informative. So again, right, we did the weather promo. We heard from Nick. We heard all different styles. It's a little, more friendly, and it's the weather, right? And this is COVID, so we're talking about the weather and we're talking about COVID. Totally different things. And this was a great read. So yeah, thank you for doing that. And
Thanks,
you can
Heather.
hear more authoritative, right? More authoritative read. So you want to do one more, Fred?
Yeah, I got one more. And I'll tell you why. Zach, you're easy to find at the end of the alphabet here. You're my final participant here. Zach, you're unmuted. Go ahead.
All right.
Hey,
COVID. Howdy.
You want to move to the next one, though, don't you, Aaron? To the final one? Do
we
you want to
can.
give it?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
let's see.
here we
This
go.
is
We got something even better for you. The poison water one.
okay. So you're just going to read. So the sound on tape is what you don't read. You're just going to read the bold here, the black, and that's
Mhm.
it.
Okay.
Give it a shot. See what happens.
Polluted. People swim in it, boat in it, even fish in it. See what's being done to clean up poisoned water. Monday at 11 on Local 12. Tonight at 11 on Local 12.
Sounds great, man. Yeah. Excellent.
Cool. Thanks.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. Well done. Well done. Yeah. No. So you get the idea. The reason we wanted these scripts here is one, because they're real scripts, but to show you, it's like that commercial that says, I think it's for Spectrum. It's not complicated. It's not complicated, but this is not complicated. And I mean, you can see you're reading the word polluted. You're reading people swim in it, but so it's really not complicated. There's no lie when we tell you that. It is definitely not complicated. So it's again, and I like it because when you're doing, I did an audiobook and not going to do another audiobook. It's just not for me. Some people love doing audiobooks. You're a lot more patient. But if you're like me and you don't want to really just be, multiple reads, this is phenomenal because again, you're saying the words polluted tonight at 11. It's not complicated. So there's two paths to get to TV affiliate voiceover success, right? One is you can try it alone. We've given you a lot of information to sort of attempt, right? The other is you can get our help, and it's not just my help, but it's our help. It's Bill's help, and it's my help. Remember, we've teamed up, so you're getting Bill, you're getting me, and you're getting all the gurus that are behind all this technology-wise. And there's a good team of people that also help put these things together. It's not just Bill and I, doing all the technical stuff as well. So you get a team versus doing it alone because we've done it and we know what works. That's, I think, the most important thing. I talked about this, and this is important. Agents don't want to rep talent unless you have clients. You've got to go to an agent with TV affiliate contracts if you want to get rep by a TV affiliate agent. Again, I can tell you the big agents, CSD and Atlas, are not going to talk to you unless you have contracts, real contracts. And if you can go to them with real contracts, then again, you're going to be golden, because so many voice talent, as you can imagine, are going to them without contracts. And I've talked to these agents, and me being inquisitive, I asked the agent, I said, how many people email you every day trying to get signed? And he said 30 people every single day. They're getting 30 people a day trying to get signed. So as you can imagine, they're not reading your life history. They've got a job to do, and they're getting 30 people non-solicited emails every day from people trying to get signed. So how do you stand out when you want to target an agent? You go to the agent with contracts. That's how you stand out. And then the agent will talk to you. Without that, the agent's really not going to talk to you. And that's the big misconception is, oh, I have a great demo. Go out and get an agent. Well, you have a great demo, go out and get work, and then go to the agent with some of that work. That's how it works. Unfortunately, when I got started in it, I used to kind of think the same thing. An agent is supposed to get you work, so you can go to an agent and expect them to get you work. I suppose if there was limited supply of voice talent, maybe that would be the case, but it's a high supply, and it's all about supply and demand. They have a lot of people going to them trying to get signed. So you've got to go with contracts in hand. Where are you now? Are you at your max potential in voiceover? Are you doing everything you want to be doing? And chances are you're probably not, because even I'm not. And are you earning all that you want to be earning? And I don't think any of us are. I'm not, and I know Bill's not. We all want to try to diversify our voiceover portfolio. Consistent income, diversifying the portfolio is crucial. Are you consistently working? Is it just a commercial maybe you're on Voice 123 or voices.com, and you're doing some work here and there for production companies, local production companies, but is it consistent? And if it's not, again, this is a form of voiceover work that's consistent. It's a consistent revenue stream every single month. And are you displeased with your current job? We went into that at the beginning of the webinar. A lot of people that have messaged me are, and I'm sorry for that, but hang in there, and always think about diversifying your life, not just your voiceover portfolio. Try to do things that make you happy. Don't always put yourself into the doldrums of work and life. Sometimes diversify your life as well. So this is one way. Again, you're diversifying your voiceover portfolio. So again, you can look at your future and you can say, hey, if you're not going to make a change, and you can try and do this on your own, whatever you guys think is best for you. But I can tell you, the future is, we don't know what our future looks like. We don't have a crystal ball. I wish I had a crystal ball, but I don't. Nobody knows what the future looks like. So, if you don't know what your future looks like, you really don't know if you're going to have an income change unless you do something to get the income change. You can't expect something to happen unless you do it, unless you do the work to get it to happen. If there's no change in status quo, nothing happens, and there's no change in your goal achievement. You've got to do something to achieve the goal. You've got to do something to get the income level up higher. That's just common sense, and you have to do it the right way. You can go into all areas of voiceover yourself and do it the wrong way. And I know a lot of people that have done it that way. Early on, I did it, and it helps when you know what you're doing and you're learning it from people that have done it. What works successful for people that are actually doing it today, and what your future could look like. And again, we don't want to tell you that you're immediately going to go out and do work for Stephen Colbert or 2020 or True TV, The Carbonaro Effect, Magic Show, and a great show, by the way, or Cuomo Prime Time, or First Responders on Fox, or Manifest, which was a drama. I'm sure a lot of people know, on NBC. So you're not instantly going to go get promos. You're basically going to start TV stations, voicing that local television station, getting that consistent income level. You're going to garner the greater sense of self-pride that comes with being successful in a facet of voiceover. It's your niche. It's your sort of your specialty. Like a doctor has their specialty. They're a surgeon, or they're an ear, eye, nose, and throat doctor. This is your specialty, one of them that you can put sort of a spoke in your wheel to really be diversified. So we want to leave you with that. And are you the right fit? It gets back to sort of what we call demo ready, right? But do you think you're the right fit? Do you think you can get demo ready for a TV affiliate demo? Do you have the right equipment, for one? Do you have that quiet recording space, for two? What else, right? Time, tenacity, and the talent. You've got to have all those things if you're really in the core of your gut. You really want to do this. You've got to have those things. And we had a lot of questions. We did an interview. Bill and I, we did 2 interviews, and I had so many questions, and people were finding me on the internet and reaching out, and they were asking, well, what do we do? I mean, is this even a program, right? It is a program. It is a training program. It's with probably, in my opinion, the #1 training guy in the industry for voiceover, Bill DeWeese, and that's what we put together. And to answer all the questions, and there's been many of them that I haven't had the time to write everybody back with these new questions that came in, but it's a program that has those 9 steps, and it builds on those 9 steps. It includes the database. It includes the TV affiliate demo, which is crucial. That's crucial. It's a one-stop shop program to get you started in television affiliate voiceover work today, in order to try to build that 6-figure income. That's the goal. And this is the program that allows you to do that. So there is a website, and we have a website up, and this is no obligation. Again, the goal of this is not to try to sell you. And I know there's always skeptics, but I give you my word. The goal is not to sell you on a program. The goal is to try to get this out there. And when I say get it out there, remember, nobody's been talking about it. It's been untalked about for the longest time. It's sort of the black hole of voiceover work. Nobody's really been providing training. I know Bill said he was curious for years about TV affiliate work and how to get into it. So we unlocked it. We have the process, we have the steps, we have the database. That's all the crucial elements that you're going to need to get started. So we want to book a discovery call. What this is it's really to see if you're a right fit for us, to work with us, to sort of, get into the groove and start the boot camp. And that's what we find out in this call. It's a no obligation call. It is 15 minutes. And you can get a registration form. It's located at tvaffiliatebootcamp.com/schedule application. So if you want to
And
screen,
Aaron,
uh-huh.
Aaron, let me just interrupt you to further reinforce what you just said. This is not for everyone, right? This is very much a question of, do you have the desire, interest, and ability combined with, is there a good match, right?
Yeah, it is. And Bill and I are some of the easiest going, nicest guys that I think you'll be able to work with. So I would hope there's a match, but it's not a match for everybody. Unfortunately, we've had to tell, many people that I've even, done private coaching sessions with, you know, give it a little bit more time. You're probably not ready to just jump into this. And that's to save you the money. We're not in the business of taking people's money. If we don't feel you're ready, we're not going to take your money. I promise you that. That's the bottom line. It's a way for us to see if you're a good fit, if it's worth spending even a penny. If you're not a good fit, I don't think it's even worth it. So we're going to find that out in the 15-minute discovery call. And again, it's the tvaffiliatebootcamp.com/schedule application.
And I did put a link in the chat as well, in the box for people.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so check it out. And again, it's no obligation. And here's how the call works. It's nothing to be scared about. It's a basic call. We'll send you some homework after you schedule your call. This is basic, sort of an assignment for you to do to see where you are in voiceover work and if you're a good fit for the program. Again, we're not about taking your money. We want to make sure you're a good fit for the program. That's crucial. So when you call, that's one of the things that we're going to give you sort of an assignment to do to sort of assess your skill set and ability at the present time. The call itself is no pressure, there's no obligation, and it's a strategy session to sort of plan out what you want to do in voiceover work. I'll be on some of these calls. Fred is on some of these calls. I think you're on all the calls, and it's a strategy session. So it allows us collectively to plan out where you want to go in voiceover, where you want to go in TV affiliate work. That's the whole premise of the call. So we really want to make sure that you're the right fit before we move forward. And this allows us to do that. Again, no catch on it. And we focus on these steps. Remember, these are the 9 crucial steps that this program provides you how to do tomorrow. The 9 crucial steps to build that 6-figure TV affiliate promo business from home. So that's kind of how we do this. And, we'll open it up to Q&A. I know there's a lot of people on and a lot of people with questions, and we'll give you some class times as well. This is a class, so we're going to open it up to Q&A after this. This is an actual class, an actual course. Again, Bill, college professor, has done all kinds of teaching for many of years. So it is a class, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to partner up with Bill, because I didn't have the structure to provide a class on my own. Bill does, and that's why it's such a good sort of a good fit to combine forces. The class starts February 16th, and it is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's for 8 weeks. We do it at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Pacific time. And it will also include, and this is for folks now that do register, it will also include that professional TV affiliate demo, and that's produced by Bill. I will provide coaching for that to get you the demo and get you demo ready. And we'll provide the copy and the content. And again, this is it's an 8-week program, so we're not trying to rush anything. And if you think you need more time and you're not demo ready yet, we can work around it. We can sort of cater things to make sure you're comfortable. You can't rush this process. Time, tenacity, talent. You can't rush it. So it is 8 weeks, and we try to space it out a little bit. So that's the time frame on all of this. And with that, Fred Gleek, I think we can open it up to some Q&A.
But however, before I go to the official Q&A, I think Mr. DeWeese probably, I'm guessing, has a question or two.
Go ahead.
Well, I did. Well, I wanted to save that for those who who made the time to be here. I'd rather
Yeah,
leave
you know
that
what?
for
I'll do
them.
that. Let's put
Yeah.
them in first position. But by the way, I'm just telling everybody right now, I apologize in advance because there are a lot of people. We didn't, frankly, Bill and I didn't want to tell Aaron that we had over 1,000 people registered. And we had, at the peak of this, we had 500 people or more on. So
Good, good.
I'm now that you know that, you can relax.
We don't want to do all this work, for two people, right?
Okay, so Adrian's question, how many promos do you typically voice a day or month, and how many contracts do you have with different stations?
Yeah, so I have 8 stations that I'm currently doing now, and on a day, you might do anywhere from just 2 to 10 promos for the station. It depends. Some days you don't even hear from the station, and then you'll hear from them the next day, and they might swamp you with stuff. You're dealing with people that have deadlines as well, so deadlines fall at all different times of the week. So some days are busier, other days are less busy. When you're doing multiple stations, as I said in the interview that Bill and I did the other night, it is a juggling act. Some stuff is crucial. You've got to get to it. It's urgent. That's the stuff that you're going to do first, and then some of the other like entertainment type of promos you're going to push aside. And that's tonight Seinfeld tonight all that stuff is less crucial than news promos. They're the ones that are going to take precedent. Mhm.
If you're at 8 stations, are you at full capacity?
Yeah, I mean, you can get, you can probably take on more stations. And again, you can set when you feel comfortable. I'm a hard worker, and I love to work, and I love voiceover. I love what I'm doing, so I don't mind doing it. In fact, I love doing it. When I'm not doing it, I can just you get depressed, right? You get bored. You've got to occupy yourself with other things, and for me, that's always the challenge, right? Diversify your life, but um, yeah, I think you can set your own schedule, what you feel comfortable with. I like to work, so I'll take, and I like to get paid, so I'll take stations, I'll take stations, as much as they want to give them to me, and then one day, obviously you would have to say, not that this has happened to me yet, but I mean, if you did have so many stations you just couldn't do it, you'd put the halt on things. So
Let
yeah,
that be your biggest problem, is what you're saying.
exactly. That's a good problem to have. Uh-huh.
So Rachel has got an excellent question. She said, let's say you sign a contract and 3 months down the road, you're asked to read something controversial, political, etc., and you're just not comfortable with it. Do you have any freedom to decline a script?
That's a great, great, great question, and I would encourage you. I work, for some ownership groups that in the past have had some controversy. I'm not going to say which ones, but the ownership groups, one of the larger groups, leaned more toward the right, and a lot of people had some issues with some of the content that was being put out. And the reality is, you're lucky to be able to get a station. You're lucky to be able to get a contract. If the ownership group leans to the right, so be it. If the ownership group leans to the left, so be it. Uh, you don't have that luxury. I'll be very, very honest with you. You should be grateful for any opportunity that you get because they're very, very few. And the people that get them have done the homework. They've done something like this course. They have the perfect demo. So if you've put all this into it, right? You've gone through a boot camp. You put the demo together. You've done all this stuff, and then to say, hey, I'm going to decline scripts. If you start declining scripts, they're going to decline you. It's customer service. And, as I said in the interview with Bill, my mom always told me, somebody says jump, you say how high, and you make sure you do exactly what they want and do a good job of it.
Aaron, on that point though, I'll bet,
Uh-huh.
have you ever been asked to do something that you felt uncomfortable with from one of your clients?
I've been asked maybe to read stuff that I politically don't agree with, but not much, because as you saw in the scripts today, I mean, it's a friendly weather promo. It's a weather about toxic water, or it's a COVID-19 promo. So none of that stuff is controversial. None of that stuff is something that I would have any disagreement with. And and even if I did disagree, it's a personal choice. So it is a
Yep,
personal choice. But me personally, I will read stuff that I disagree with. That's not what they're hiring me to do. Is
got it.
to be a moderator. That's not my job. My job is to be a voice actor and do a good job with what they give me.
So here's a question from Brian. I think you can answer with either a yes or a no. And
Uh-huh.
I think I know what it is, but I'll give it to you.
Do you really think so, Fred?
I do.
A yes or a no after all
What
this, right?
okay, what if your goal is to become a cartoon voice? Does this program help with these goals?
It can, but it's not. This is not a cartoon voice program. I would say there are other programs. I know Bill's worked a lot with Dave Fenoy and some of the other voice actors that are more focused into animation and cartoon voices. This just gives you a fundamental basis to target television stations. And as you know, right, TV stations are airing news promos, entertainment programs. They're not airing cartoon voices. So the answer would be no.
Okay, Chris is asking if we become good at this and develop a strong business, are we chained to our studio 365, 24/7, or can we ever break away for long weekends or go on vacation with the family?
Yeah, so and it's interesting, right? Contract. So the contract is Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. So it is no lie. That's the contract. So and that's a great question because I didn't actually say that. So you have a contract, and if this is a full-time business, it doesn't mean you're in the booth unless you have multiple stations from 9 to 5 recording. You just have to be available 9 to 5. I can tell you, I have a friend. He lives in Southern California. He's a voice of one of the networks, news promos more frequently, and he has an Apple Watch. And when his watch, he goes in and he makes sure he's available. The bottom line is, you don't have to even be in your booth, but you need to be available between 9 and 5, and you need to be, email access. Get that email ready between 9 and 5 because they're emailing you the scripts throughout the day, and you need to be able to record them. If you get a script at 4:30, 4:45, you'll send it the next morning. But if they send you a script at 1 o'clock, you should be able to turn that around and send it back to them. It's not a race, but they do notice. If you're a voice actor that's taking really slow to send them the stuff back, it
Not
it's
good.
very
No
it's
bueno.
very competitive. Yeah. So go
No
ahead.
bueno.
Exactly.
So Chelsea's asking a question for our folks north of the border. Are you able to help people in Canada? I definitely
Yeah.
want to schedule a call, but wanted to ask if this is applicable to Canadians as well. We don't discriminate, do we?
I love, in fact, yeah, Canadians are some of the greatest people. And here's how this works. So this is a program that we put together for U.S. TV stations, and you can voice, as you know, there are many. In fact, I'll give you a great example. David Kay, who is also rep by CSD, is one of the largest voice actors in the business today. He's the voice of John Oliver, and he does all kinds of network promos as well. And this guy is really a Canadian at heart, and he got into voiceover work, from Canada. So you can do it from Canada. You can certainly make sure that as you target your business, it's targeted toward U.S. TV stations. That's all.
Yeah, but I think it was Chelsea. Chelsea, just don't let them know you're Canadian. I'm just kidding.
You can
Aaron is
be
asking,
proud. Yeah.
I'm going to
Uh-huh.
get in trouble. Aaron is asking, do stations have more than one voice? That's a good question. Do stations have multiple people like you?
Yeah, great question. And again, the more the merrier because you guys are voice talent looking to get hired. The answer is yes. I know the answer is yes in larger markets and in some of the medium markets. Small markets generally don't have multiple voice talent. Larger markets will have multiple talent, usually male, female combos, which is great for females that are looking to get into this. And yeah, you'll see no more than two though. Two is usually the max.
Good. Garrett brings up a good question, saying that medium to large markets oftentimes are union shops. Do you have to be SAG-AFTRA to do these?
You do not. Nope. This is all non-union work. You do not.
Excellent. Okay, good to know. It sounds like Angela, for those of you, she's asking what's the prerequisites? What do you recommend for those just starting out? Boy, that's a softball pitch, Aaron.
that's a softball. And it's time, tenacity, and talent. You've got to take the baby steps to get started, lay the foundation, and then when you lay the foundation, you've got to give it time, get into some sort of a course. If it's not this, I hope it's this, but get into a course, get into the right program that's going to let you lay the foundation and build from the foundation through the coaching, through the demo, through the database, and then reaching out with a good product. That's how it works.
Okay, so Buddy's asking, is it, and he has, as I will do sometimes, in all caps, is it absolutely necessary to use a shotgun mic? I have an Audio Technica condenser that has great sound. Now, what would you tell him?
Yeah, I would say it is. Again, I only, by the way, when I answer the question, I only speak for myself. So it's just me personally. I would say the answer is yes. When you're, for $359, you can have two microphones. It's great to have a promo microphone. Promos are done with a shotgun microphone. So I'll say it one more time. Promos are done with a shotgun microphone. So if you want to do promos, you should have a shotgun microphone.
Got a question. Aaron, here's my question. So do you know any successful promo talent who don't use a shotgun mic?
I do not.
Okay, end of story.
Okay.
And this Otis has got a good question too. On average, how much time per day do you spend voicing this work? In other words, what's in an 8-hour day? What's the mix? I mean, is it 4 hours? Is it, how much is it? Give me a range.
Well, and again, when you get started, you're not going to be spending anywhere near this time on it. Me personally, I spend 8 hours. So, I do basically 9 to 5. In fact, I'm in the studio a little bit earlier, just going through emails and stuff like that. But it is an 8 hour when you get multiple stuff going on. If you're just starting out, let's say you had one station, 2 hours a day. I would say, and that's a great question. I would say for each station, maybe 2 hours of work a day, something like that. That's a good recipe there. 2 hours per station.
Yeah, a couple other good questions here. From Joellen. What does an agent do if the VO talent is already booking contracts? They naturally come in and take their fee doing virtually nothing, is what the subtext of that is.
That's a great, yeah. And agents agents are a funny thing. There's a word invoice, and the invoice, right, is literally the word. And when I went to an agent, I had contracts, and I said, I'm going to turn some of these contracts over, and I'll let you invoice. That means when my TV station that I work for is invoiced, the agent invoices them, and they do that so they can take their 10%. But the agent is working for you. Don't, if you want an agent, you have to treat the agent like God. It's again, somebody says jump, you say how high. If you want an agent, you've got to go in with a great level of respect to every single talent agent in this business, because they do work for you. They will take 10%. Some of them will take the 10%. If you go to them, it's funny. I talked to a top voice actor when I was, looking at getting agents, and I said to him, what was your success? How did you get these top agents? And he said, go to them with something. And I said, interesting, because when people go to an agent, it's take. I'm just going to use this agent. This agent needs to work for me. But if you reverse the psychology and you go to an agent with contracts and you actually say to the agent, I'll let you take 10% of my contract that I got on my own. The agent, wow, exactly. But that's how competitive it is. And then they market you to every television station in the country with the agent's letterhead, with the agent's representation. Now the agent goes after everything for you as well. So you've got a full prestigious agency also now on your team. That's a big deal. So
there is reciprocity. Yeah. That's the important thing.
Yeah, exactly. And Bill, I think that worked for you as well. You did similar things, didn't you?
For me, now not with me, with agencies, because it's a different ball game, the kind of work I'm doing and what Aaron's doing. There is reciprocity there. They're working on his behalf. No agents I've worked with is basically I'll call them audition mills. They just crank out auditions. They don't market their talent. Right. So it's kind of a different ecosystem that you're living in.
And let me say too, Bill, that regional agents. So regional agents are not what we're talking about when we say TV affiliate agents. They're bi-coastal New York, LA offices. It's a bi-coastal agency, top tier. They're top tier agencies. Atlas, CESD, all the top ones that are known in LA and New York, they do work, and they bust their butt to get you work. And when you solicit an agent with 30 emails every single day trying to get signed, that agent has no time for it. And if you're just trying to take from the agent, take from the agent, take from the agent, that agent, they're not gonna deal with you. But if you go to an agent and you have something in hand, you're golden.
That makes
That's why
perfect
this is
sense.
so, yeah, this is so
Yeah.
crucial for you to get into a program like this, because that's how you do it on your own. That's how I did it on
Bill,
my own.
Bill, I'll now let you ask some of the questions that have come up for you.
Most of my questions have been asked, and thank you for answering all these. I do have one that hasn't been asked, and I'm just curious, what happens when you are sick? You wake up and it's like
Yeah.
you don't have a voice, and you're the
Good.
guy. I mean, you're the
Yeah.
guy. What do you do?
Well, no, that's a great question, and I've actually seen one of your videos, Bill, where you talked about a neti pot.
Yeah.
I went out and bought one on Amazon, believe it or not, because of you,
Oh my gosh.
and tried it, and yeah, it's the most disgusting,
It is.
disgusting thing. It's where but this is what I use all the time, and this I buy it on Amazon. It's nasal decongestant. This works so good, and I use this all the time. I've got mouth sprays here that I use. This is one of the sprays I use. But every morning you need to be warming up. When you wake up, you're naturally going to be congested, and you have to warm up. You got to use a nasal decongestant. There are mouth sprays. I do an octave E warm up to really get the vocal cords lubricated and get them working where they kind of need to be with an E. I'll do motorboat, which is the, and then I'll take my fingers and I'll stretch my lips a little bit to get the lip to really work. And all that stuff is warming up technique. But if you're sick, you're 112 fever, you'll have to tell the TV station that you're sick. But again, let's say you have one station and it takes maybe an hour, 2 hours max. You can make an effort, depending on how you are. You can work with the fever.
Yeah.
The main thing is, if you've lost your voice, then it's a different story. And I know all about that. But if you haven't lost your voice, then I think you can try to make an effort to at least crank out stuff. If it starts sounding bad, you're going to have to be honest and say,
Yeah.
I'm sick, and they're going to understand. I mean, people do get sick.
And,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
And I'm sorry, Bill, I just got this one. I think that, so if you were telling someone, hey, you can get into this business, I would like you to give us a range, a very broad range of income potential. I
Yeah.
understand you can't make any guarantees, but I understand also that the smallest of the small stations, the number 200 stations, might be paying, anywhere from 800 to 800 bucks a month or whatever. And there are other stations that are paying up to 3,500 in the big major markets. But so if I was looking at this as an opportunity to add to my business or start a business, what kind of a range of potential income am I looking at?
Yeah, it's all on the amount of stations you get, and the market size. And I've given
Yep.
that information. So I mean, if you get one station in a larger market, and you can pull in 3,000 or 2,800, and then you get two stations. Now you're looking at almost $5,000 a month just from two stations. If it's a medium and you get two medium market stations, and each medium market station is let's say 1,500, you get two of them. Now it's 3,000 a month. Small market stations, say they're
Okay.
700, you get
So
1,400 a month. So
I can hear you're not wanting to guarantee, and I totally follow you there. But let me ask you this, which is kind of related. If I get work with a medium size station, I'm guessing that I'm probably more apt to get other work from medium sized stations. And if I start and get work with a smaller station, I'll probably get more work from the smaller stations. And if I get work with big market stations, I'm more apt to continue to get other work. Would that be accurate?
no, it wouldn't. So if you actually were working in let's say Tupelo, Mississippi, or you're doing NBC Tupelo, and
Okay.
and you're a hit in Tupelo, Mississippi. If your demos are good, and let's say you use our program,
Yeah.
you use the database, and
Yeah.
you use that database, and you send out a compilation of actual work that aired in Tupelo, Mississippi. It aired at a network affiliate. What it
Yep.
aired at a what? It aired at a TV affiliate. you are a voice of a TV affiliate, even if it's in Tupelo, Mississippi. And now you've edited all your stuff together. It's video this time. It's not audio, because now it's actual videos that aired, MP4s that you can edit together as a compilation. That compilation can now be sent out using the database that we provide. That's something now that you can send that out to New York. You can send that out to LA. You can send it out to Cincinnati. You can send it out anywhere. And it doesn't matter. It's you that they're judging, not the market size, not the market size.
Okay, well, we've kept you for a long time. Bill, do you have any final questions for Aaron?
No, I don't have any final questions. I think you covered the gamut very well. I just want to again I want to take a chance, or my opportunity, to say thanks, Aaron. This has been really, really good. Like I said, I wondered for years.
Yeah.
I just didn't know. And now I feel like I'm beginning to see the picture here.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, no,
Thank you.
it's not as difficult as people think. And when we combined forces, we made it even easier to understand. So
Yeah, and
thank you
again,
for-
folks,
for-
if you're considering wanting to do this work, this is not going to be a call that we get you on, try and twist your arm to buy. This is going to be, is there a good fit? And both Aaron and Bill have to approve you to be able to do this. So it's a matter of, you may want to do it, they may not feel you're ready yet. So just trust me, this is all about getting the right. And by the way, this class, I didn't say it but there's a maximum of 10 people. So we got 10 people for this class coming up. And so after that, we're done.
That's right. Yeah.
Any other final thoughts, Aaron?
I can't be a full-time teacher, so yeah, we're done after the 2-week program. So yeah, it's not an indefinite.
The 8-week program twice a week.
The 8-week program. Yeah, I can't just can't devote any more time to teaching and teaching and teaching. I wish I could, but I can't. So it is sort of a limited type of capacity. Absolutely.
Great. Well, Aaron, thank you very, very much. Bill, you can say the final goodbyes.
Yeah, again, Aaron, thanks so much. And thank you guys for being here. Again, over 1,000 people registered, Aaron.
Wow.
Aren't you glad we didn't tell you that up front?
The secrets of TV affiliate, right?
That's right. Well, hey, thanks for being here. We hope that if this is something you want to find out more about, again, there's no obligation. It doesn't hurt to find out more. Make sure that you go to the link that was provided and schedule your call. And we hope to work with you soon. Thanks again, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you, folks.
Night.
Bye now.
Good night.
Good night.